Hey, what's up? It's Deanna. It's another eBay antique unboxing. Now, you might be wondering, why in the hell is she opening up so many packages this week? No, I'm not rich. Actually, I did really, really well on Etsy the past 2 weeks. And actually on Etsy, it's hit or miss. If you're a seller of antiques on there, you'll know what I mean. Pretty much you'll get like 3 or 4 or 5 really good sales, and then you won't get any sales for the next 6 months. So I took advantage of that and bought as many really cool antiques as I can get my hands on with my profits. All right, so I'm going to open this up. Now, the crazy part of all of this was that the address was very smeared, and I covered my address up. I don't need the Craigslist killer arriving at my house, but nonetheless, it was like that. It was very smeared, so I'm lucky that this box even made it to my house. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So this is quite toasty. As you can see, the binding fell apart. It's crumbling in my hands as we speak, but what I have here is an 1860s, 1870s photo album with photos in it. Now, I have another antique photo album that I found for really cheap on eBay from the 1860s that's in like really good shape that I got for like $10. That's going to be arriving any day. So I'm going to take all the photos in this book out, and I'm going to actually put it in the other one. So let's see what's in here. I know a lot of you, there's actually one person especially, I forgot the name. I'm sorry. It's not that I'm forgetting who you are, but I believe you're from Vietnam. If you're watching this, thank you for watching my videos. I know you love these old CDV photos. So let's start. Look at this. So we have the Civil War era gentleman here. I'm going to take some of these out later and take a look at it. Now we have names, which is really, really cool. I can look these people up. Well, I can't look up Nancy's father. I thought that was the name. Nancy's mother. Oh, darn. Please, people, next time you write names inside of an old photo album and you're trying to like document your family, don't write Nancy's mother and Nancy's father. That doesn't help people in several generations later on in life figure out who the hell you were in life. So we got this lady over here, stern looking, right, with a severe looking hairdo. She's from the 1860s. Now, if you have no patience, hit the back button. This is going to be a long video. And here we go again. It looks like the same people. In the 1860s, it looks like. Possibly even earlier. These are very, very old photos. Wow. And my neighbor, if you hear that clanging, he's throwing his garbage out, of course. The minute I do a YouTube video, everyone and their mother's throwing their garbages out. That's really cool. And here's some information about the photographer. Forestville, New York. And here's more. Dunkirk, New York. Now this isn't a complete album. And we have some names, finally. Will D. Young. That looks like an 1870s photo. And we have Cora Bartlett. And again, another 1870s photo. And you can generally tell that by these fringed chairs. These fringed chairs were in a lot of old photographs of the 1870s. And we have Florence Margaret Young. Very cool hairdo. Now, a lot of times when you see hair like that, elaborate hairdos, that was actually hair pieces that women used to buy back then that were made out of human hair. And they actually pinned it to their own hair to make their hairstyles way more elaborate. And we have John H. Young. Very cool beard. This book is just totally crumbling before my eyes. We have Sarah Danning from the 1870s. And we have Ed Dunning from the 1870s. Look at this. This book is totally disintegrating. We have Mariette Kuhn. And we have a little baby. Now this might be a post-mortem photo. And back then, they used to actually take pictures of dead children and dead babies because photographs were so expensive back then that when somebody passed away, the family members would all pool their money together and actually take a post-mortem photo. And you see that that baby either is sleeping or not alive. That's quite sad if it's true. The mortality rate was very, very high back then. A lot of children died very young. We have Leslie Young over here, who looks very much alive, thank goodness. And we have Clarence Young. And it sounds like the Jaybirds are angry at me right now for filming this. There's no name here, but that's clearly the 1870s. Any name here? Yes. Liza Foote. And look at that. She has a comb in her hair. That was all the rage in like the late 1860s, early to mid 1870s. So that's pretty interesting. We have Ogilvy Waterman, probably 1870s. We have Sally Ann Waterman, probably his wife, and that looks like the 1870s to me. Now this picture definitely looks like the 1860s to me. Possibly just the very early 1870s. Do we have a name? Yes, George Dunning and wife. Definitely 1860s. I can tell by the sartouche braids on her sleeves and the bell-shaped dress. And we got the whole family. And thank goodness the kids are all alive. Post-mortem photographs of the dead children always freak me out. I have a huge, huge fear of death and dying. And when I see that, oh my goodness, it really scares the heck out of me. No names here, it appears. And this is a 1870s photo. You could tell by the fringe on the chair. Just the beginning of it. Probably just after the 1860s ended. And we got the same time frame here. Nice neck beard. Well, Samuel Young used to be there. He's no longer with us. No name there. Here's a little teeny tiny little child of about 1860, 1870. Oh, here's Samuel Young over here. And Mate Dunning. I never heard of that name, Mate. And it sounds like a male name. That's surprising. Okay, so we got here Wren. It looks like the 1870s. No name here. We're missing photos here, but here's some of the info on the back of the photo. So this is a New York family, and this is a really, really, really old photograph, possibly even the 1850s. We have Julia and George Burnett. Look at her dress. You could tell that's 1860s by the bell shape and the way her hair is. Very, very cool. We used to have Will and Sam Young over there. Well, we have Sam Young right here. And that looks like an 1860s photograph or an 1870s photograph by the clothing. When I take some of these photographs out, I'll be able to tell. There might be some more information too. We have Veronica Burnett. And she looks like a little imp, doesn't she? She looks like she was very mischievous. And we're getting to the end of this album. And it appears here on the last page. I don't know what happened here. Yeah, let's frame one of my roses. There we go. We have Charles Dunning. Clearly an 1870s photograph. And yeah, this book is pretty toasty. And I can't wait to get the other one. When I get the other one, I'm going to transport all these photographs into the other book and preserve them for many more generations to come. So, once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe.